Little bit of not feeling well.
Not feeling well? Are you sick?
Kayaknya masuk angin bis kecapean.
So tired.
Yes, too
Because
tired.
you are a hard worker. How about the others? How are you today?
Still working, Ma'am.
Oh, still working.
Mbak Aci, how are you?
Ya, ini sambil masak bubur.
Oh, sambil masak sambil bekerja ya Mbak, sambil bekerja minum air. Sambil menyelam minum air.
Neneknya lapar, katanya belum kasih makan. Padahal udah saat jam 7.
Wah, semangat ya Mbak.
Iya, Cayo.
Okay, there are 4 students join this class today. So, as we usually do, okay, before we start our lesson, I want you to share your experience, this week experience about reading. So, anyone have an experience about reading? You can share everything.
In the last of our meeting, and Sis Ika told us when she would share her story in here. It is, hi, Sis Ika. Where is her? Where is she?
Who is you are looking for?
Ika Lindiani.
There are only Mbak Atik, Mbak Sela, Mbak Sirmiasih, dan Mbak Ika. But today Mbak Sela she cannot talk with us because she is in the hospital, so she only can listen our class. Maybe next meeting she can join with us.
Who wants to be volunteer or want to share the own story for tonight?
Okay, maybe before Mbak Atik, let anyone can share first. Kira-kira siapa yang mau share dulu pengalaman baca? Halo, Mbak Sirmiasih? Kayaknya Mbak Sirmiasih baru pertama ya. This is your first time join our class.
Yes, Miss. That's why I'm so excited.
Yeah, how are you, Mbak Sirmiasih? Do you read my PPT before that I upload on Facebook group? So, in the last few weeks, I always upload every week one PPT. So now we are in the 5th chapter. We already in the 5th chapter, and we only have 11 meetings, so it's almost a half. Do you read all of the material that I upload on Facebook? Okay, because there are only 4 students, jadi mungkin Mbak Sirmiasih belum tahu ya karena baru pertama kali datang. Yeah, good evening Mbak Ika. So, in every meeting, because this is reading class, so we want to introduce a reading habit. Kita pengen memperkenalkan kebiasaan membaca. Jadi nanti every week when we meet at online class, I will give you opportunity to share your experience in reading. So I give you a chance to read any article you like, and you can share whatever you learn, and you can share also what have you read during this week to your friends. So this is the goal. It doesn't matter what the text it is, it doesn't matter how small the text is, but the main point is you can share your idea and you can share what you have gained during this week. And last week, but I think have done a great job. She presented her reading. If I'm not mistaken, the title is about children's book, and she told us about what she has learned about with this book. And now I invite any of you to share your experience. Sekarang saya mengundang mbak-mbak di sini untuk membagikan pengalaman. Mbak Ika, do you want to share your experience, your reading experience?
It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I finished to read one novel this week with.
Oh, that's cool. One novel? What is the title?
The title is For One More Day.
For?
It is written One More Day.
What is about?
It's written. It is about a story about a man named Chick Benetto. He is a baseball athlete, and he is quite famous in his era. He is an athlete who plays in World Series. He has wife named Catherine and beautiful daughters named Maria Benetto. Well, every people thinks that he is an amazing man because he could reach his dream, become a baseball player. But one day, nightmare come over him. His beloved mother died, but he didn't have a chance to say goodbye to her because he was busy that time. Because of that, he broke down, and after the funeral of his mom, he got so drunk, he even passed out. From that day, his life was changed. He drank a lot, unemployed, and he is no longer athlete. He got slumped over his mother died. He always thinking about his mom. He think that this world was offered for him. He is so depressed and generally had bad behavior. He wished he would go back to the day that his mother was alive. He wanted one more conversation, one more chance to make up for the time when he thought he would be here forever. But that's impossible. And one night, in early October, he decided to kill himself. He tried commit suicide by cutting his lips, but failed. His wife found him passed out on the floor, then took him to the hospital. After that accident, Catherine wanted divorce. She take their daughter and leave him alone. They didn't want their daughter had depression because of her father. And Chick Benetto lived alone. He spent time living in a seaside home. One day, he got a letter from his wife that their daughter is married, but they didn't invite him to the wedding. He indeed became a lonely man. In short, Mr. Chick Benetto died at the age of 50 because of stroke. The funeral was small and only a few family members, including his ex-wife and several friends from his childhood in a paper file beach. What I learned about this story is we must learn to enjoy every minute of our life and be happy. Don't wait for something outside ourselves to make us happy in the future. think how really precious is time when you have to spend, whether it is at work or with your family, because the most important thing in this world is family and love.
Wow, that's a really touching story. Thank you, Mbak Ika.
You're
That's really
welcome,
great.
Miss.
We can listen your story. You can share your experience about the novel you like. How
I
long did you
almost
read?
cry.
Mm-hmm.
I almost cry when I read the novel, actually.
Oh, that's so touching. How long did you finish that novel?
mm, Maybe 6 days.
6 days?
Mm.
Wow, you must read a lot. How many
Yeah.
pages? How many pages is your novel?
195.
Oh, 195. Wow, is it online or book? Is it
It is
PDF or book?
book, Miss.
Wow. You must be love this novel.
Yeah, I like reading novel.
Ah, thank you. So you must enjoy this class because you love reading.
Yes.
Okay, thank you Mbak Ika.
You're
Now,
welcome.
learners, Mbak Etik silahkan mau cerita tadi Mbak Etik bilang mau ceritakan.
But this week I like to read about article.
No, it's
Oh.
okay. We can read
Yes,
anything.
I like to follow up article about North Korea that is worse now still have any problem with America, and then I read one of article that I have read is the title is 5 Things to Know About North Korea. And North Korea tested hydrogen bomb on Sunday, and the weapon, the most powerful North Korea has tested. The bomb has estimated putting the explosive yield at 50 or 120 kilotons. Is the explosive almost the same with the nuclear bomb dropped on Hiroshima 1945, which instead killed around 80,000 people. This is very high explosive. And why North Korea is like to make a nuclear? Because the president of Korea, Kim, he said when dead people don't need that people is don't need no money, do not need money, but his belief without nuclear weapons they will dead as soon as possible. That's why the countries always protect by themselves with the to make a nuclear. And from a lot of articles that I have read about North Korea, and then I can get it. The important things is peace and love is very important in the world, and as a leader we have to equally and patient, and then want to listen another people that give him or her opinion. And I will say also when war is make damage everything. The war can kill civil people, and then causing property, and then many people are miserable because of war. So we are save the world with peace and love.
Thank you. And also we can spread the love by writing. If you write something good, people will be influenced by your writing, and you can create a little peace around you. Okay, that's very good story, and how you gather the data, how you conclude your knowledge, your idea, that's very good. Thank you, Mbak Ika, Mbak Etik.
You are welcome, Miss.
Oke, sekarang Mbak sudah download yang PowerPoint saya upload.
Yes, Miss. I downloaded, but haven't opened it yet.
Okay, no worries.
Just finish download.
Oke, sekarang kita masuk ke ini ya. Next meeting, saya masih mengharapkan, I'm still expecting that you read, okay? Jadi, you can read anything, that's novel, a book, a story, everything. Of course, you can read newspaper, but if newspaper is too heavy for you, you can choose any types of text you like. Okay. Now, let's move to the chapter 5. So chapter 5, the title is based on the book that you receive. The title is Writer's Style. So I will read the introduction first. Dalam modul ini, Anda akan mempelajari bermacam-macam gaya penulisan seseorang. Tulisan seseorang dapat bersifat naratif, menceritakan, deskriptif menggambarkan, expository memaparkan, atau argumentatif menguraikan, menjelaskan, atau menyanggah, tergantung pada tujuan penulis itu sendiri. Kadang-kadang ada tulisan yang bersifat kombinasi dari kedua sifat di atas. So, in this chapter, we will learn about the writer's style. So, every writer, they have their own style. Because every text, they have their own purpose. So, ketika kita menulis teks, kita pasti punya tujuan tertentu untuk menulis. Ada teks yang tujuannya untuk persuasif, mengajak. Ada teks yang tujuannya untuk menceritakan. Ada juga teks yang tujuannya untuk mendeskripsikan sesuatu. So, it's based on the writer's style and it's based on his or her own purpose. Nah, hari ini kita baca lanjut ke yang PowerPoint 5. Okay, jadi so factual text inform, instruct, or persuade by giving fact and information. Literary text entertains or elicit an emotional response by using language to create mental images. So, jadi teks ini bertujuan, teks itu secara khusus, secara umum, secara luas, itu mempunyai tujuan emosi untuk menggambarkan satu mental image. Jadi, kondisi psikologis dari teks tersebut itu menjadi tujuan dari teks itu. For example, if you read a novel has its own purpose. Narrative kan? Nah, karena novel itu tidak menceritakan, jadi jenis teksnya adalah naratif. So, for the third slide, there are two types. So, there are factual text and also literary text. Jadi factual text itu adalah teks yang inform, instruct, or persuade by giving facts and information. Itu teks-teks faktual. Contoh menggambar, memberi informasi, memberi instruksi, mengajak dengan memberikan fakta-fakta berupa informasi. Dan literatur teks atau teks-teks naskah drama itu tujuannya untuk entertain, menghibur, or elicit an emotional response, atau mencampur adukan emosi pembaca dengan menggunakan bahasa-bahasa. Kadang kan bahasa yang digunakan dalam tulisan sastra dengan bahasa yang digunakan dalam kalimat bahasa berita kan cukup berbeda. Karena bahasa-bahasa sastra biasanya mempermainkan perasaan-perasaan. Kalau menggunakan berita itu biasanya bahasanya lugas. Nah, itu bedanya. Nah, sekarang let's move on the third, factual text. There are some types. For the first type is factual description. The purpose of factual description is describe a place or thing using fact. These features of these types of text is begins with an introductory statement, then systematically describes different aspects of the subject, and may end with a concluding statement. Jadi contohnya itu biasanya penggambaran ini diawali dengan kalimat pembuka. Misalnya ini menggambarkan tentang Taiwan. The island of 1,000 dreams. Negeri dengan 1.000 mimpi. Give a very comfortable life for everyone. Memberikan hidup yang nyaman untuk semua orang. Terus selanjutnya, this island is not too big, but it has so many stories. Nah, terus nanti digambarkan Taiwan itu luasnya berapa, ada berapa pulau besar, hanya ada satu pulau besar, ada beberapa pulau kecil, ada beberapa, there are so many counties in this country, ada beberapa wilayah kota bagian di negara ini. Nah, itu tujuannya dengan factual description. Contohnya landscape description, menggambarkan tempat. Tapi factual description ini selain tempat, ini juga bisa menggambarkan misal tempat, my house, my school, my hometown. Nah, itu juga bisa. Nah, selanjutnya adalah factual recount. Recount namanya aja re itu doing something again. Masih ingat waktu kita belajar suffix dan prefix, ketika sesuatu diimbuhi di bagian depannya dengan kata re, it means that it will repeat. For example, redo, it means that someone do it again. Jadi recount, it means that someone counting again. What should be counted? Apa yang harus dihitung atau diingat-ingat? Bisa into a story. Jadi factual recount itu artinya menceritakan ulang kisah-kisah. Nah, menceritakan kisah-kisah itu kan ada kisah yang itu fiktif, seperti legenda, ada juga berita. Nah, tapi kalau factual recount sendiri purpose-nya adalah to retell an event which have already happened in time order. The features is begins with the background information, who, when, and where. Describe the series of events in time order, may end with a personal comment. And the example is historical report. Jadi factual recount ini contohnya adalah cerita-cerita sejarah, zaman-zaman perjuangan. Then next, information report. The purpose is to classify, describe, and give factual information about people, animals, things, or phenomena. Jadi menggolongkan, menggambarkan, dan memberikan gambaran-gambaran tentang manusia, binatang, benda-benda, atau suatu keadaan-keadaan tertentu. And the features are begin with a general classification or definition. List of sequence of related information about the topic. And the last one is ends with a concluding comment. Contohnya misalnya facts about whales, fakta-fakta tentang paus. Jadi information report itu pasti sesuatu yang itu mengabarkan informasi-informasi. Misal, fakta tentang how HIV spread, bagaimana sebenarnya virus HIV virus itu tersebar. Nah, itu kan fakta. Nah, berarti ada informasi-informasi selanjutnya. Terus bisa juga tentang bagaimana sih regulasi warga negara asing di Taiwan. Nah, itu bisa masuk di information report. The next one is procedures. The purpose is give instruction on how to make or do something. The features are begin with a statement of goal. Dimulai dengan tujuan. Tujuannya misalnya how to cook instant noodles. Itu tujuannya. Berarti itu procedures. List materials need in order of use to give a series of steps. Jadi list bahan-bahan yang dibutuhkan sesuai dengan urutan. Kemudian begins with the verb in the present tense. Dimulai pasti dengan tensesnya present tense. Nah, ini yang unik. Ketika text procedures itu pasti diawali dengan present tense. Kenapa? Karena because procedures always done in the present tense selalu dilakukan sekarang. That's why it always use present sentence. Misalnya, boil the water, stir the dough, dan rinse the noodles. Pasti diawali dengan verb. Next is its procedural recount. The purpose is tell us how something was made or done in time order with accuracy. The features is begins with a statement of what was made or done. Dimulai dengan pernyataan yang apa yang akan dibuat. Then tells what was made in order dan written in the past tense. Nah, prosedur bedanya ini ada yang cukup membedakan. Procedure dan procedural recount. Kalau procedures itu biasanya dimasukkan di cooking, how to cook, atau misalnya how to make something. Di bagian DIY, cara do it yourself, cara step-step itu biasanya menggunakan procedures. Tapi kalau procedural recount itu biasanya contohnya adalah tentang documentaries, retelling a science experiment in its result. Jadi menceritakan hasil-hasil penelitian. Misalnya bagaimana transgenic fish was published. Bagaimana sih ikan-ikan transgenetik itu diproduksi. Nah, ini kan sesuatu yang scientific dan itu menceritakan kisah lampau. Jadi, to make it easy how to differentiate between procedural and procedural recount. Not everyone can do procedural recount. Tidak semua orang bisa melakukan procedural recount. Contohnya kayak misalnya melakukan hal-hal kayak tadi misalkan genetika, terus jadi sesuatu yang scientific misalnya how to make antibiotic for cancer. Bagaimana membuat antibiotik untuk cancer. Nah, itu menggunakan procedural recount. Because not everyone can do this. Tapi kalau misalnya how to make a coffee or how to make a bubble milk tea, nah ini pakainya procedural. And next one, the factual text is explanation. The purpose is to explain how or why something happens. Menjelaskan bagaimana dan mengapa sesuatu terjadi. Start by naming the topic described, item related to the topic in the right order. Jadi dimulai dengan menggambarkan topik-topik sesuai dengan urutan. Dan selanjutnya, explain how the item relate to each other and the topic may end with concluding statement. Jadi topik-topik ini berhubung satu dengan yang lain dan diakhiri dengan kalimat-kalimat kesimpulan. And the third, they include visual images, for example, flow chart, diagrams, which support what is written in words, and also written in the present tense. For example, the life cycle of butterfly. Ini explain bagaimana fase hidupnya kupu-kupu. Or how gears work. Labeled diagrams, jadi bagaimana cara kerjanya gear itu menggunakan explanation. Jadi bisa membedakan ya procedural recount dan explanation. memang mereka sama-sama menjelaskan, tapi yang dijelaskan itu berbeda. And the next one is persuasive text. Jadi persuasive itu apa? Persuasive itu kan mengajak, to invite someone, to persuade someone. Nah, in persuasive text there are two types. The first one is exposition. The purpose of exposition is to give reason for a point of view, to try and convince other of it. Jadi memberikan alasan tentang sudut pandang dan meyakinkan seseorang melakukan itu. Itu exposition. So the features are: begin with a sentence that give a point of view on a topic. Dimulai dengan kalimat yang menggambarkan sudut pandang. Next one, list the arguments giving reason and evidence from them. Uses convincing language. Jadi menggunakan list-list argumen, alasan-alasan yang membuktikan itu. Itu exposition. Dan menggunakan use convincing language, artinya menggunakan bahasa-bahasa yang meyakinkan. Contohnya, ini akan membahayakan. Will damage instead of may damage. Artinya ini akan membahayakan atau bukan mungkin membahayakan. Misalnya nih, penggunaan obat berlebihan will damage in your health. For example, a team arguments or a debate. Jadi ketika ada dalam perdebatan itu menggunakan exposition. Kedua kan ketika kita berargumen dengan seseorang kan kita juga menggunakan kalimat-kalimat yang itu membuat orang yakin dengan pendapat kita. Nah, that's called exposition. And the next one is discussion. The purpose of discussion is to give different point of view in order to make an informed decision. The features are: begin with some background information leading to the issue, and also list arguments for and against, giving evidence for different point of view. Nah, bedanya apa exposition dan discussion? Ketika exposition, kita hanya memaparkan, convince everyone to listen us, meyakinkan seseorang untuk mendengar kita. But in discussion, there are pro and contra. So there is a agreement and disagreement. There are for and against arguments, giving evidence for different points of view, and also conclusion might sum up both sides or recommend one point of view. Examples are, contohnya adalah, should car be banned from the inner city? Haruskah mobil itu dilarang di tengah kota? Nah, ini menggunakan discussion, jadi menunjukkan sisi positif dan sisi negatifnya. And next, the third types of text is literary types text. The first one is literary description, and the second one is literary recount. Ini slide nomor 6 ya, Mbak. Jadi purpose-nya literary description itu describe people, characters, places, events, and things in an imaginative way. Jadi tadi ada description, ini ada literary description. Kalau yang description yang pertama tadi kan menggambarkan tentang tempat, kayak gitu. Nah, kalau yang ini literary, sastra, deskripsi sastra. Artinya misal dalam satu novel ada kisah, ada menjelaskan tentang tokoh-tokoh dalam novel itu. Itu disebut literary description. The features describes character, features of the subject. For example, physical appearance, behavior often forms part of other pieces of writing. For example, description of character or setting within a story. Jadi penggambaran karakter, penggambaran peran-peran dalam sebuah cerita itu menggunakan literary description. And the next one is literary recount. The purpose is to retell events from novels, plays into movies atau drama, films, and personal experiences to entertain others. Jadi namanya tadi recount itu menghitung ulang atau menceritakan ulang. Kalau yang recount yang pertama tadi kan factual recount, jadi itu membagikan misalnya berita-berita. kalau yang ini literary recount itu menceritakan a recount of a traditional story. Jadi cerita-cerita lama, The Gingerbread Man, a humorous and creatively interpreted recount of an ordinary incident that actually took place. The features of literary recount are begins with background information, for example, character, time, and place, and also describes the event in time order. And the last one is may end with a personal comment about the character of event. And let's go to the 7th slide. Kita lanjut ke slide ke-7. Literary types of text. There are 3 more literary types of text. Ada personal response, review, and narrative. What is personal response? So the purpose of personal response is to give a personal opinion on a novel, play, or film, referring to part within the passage. The features are describes how you feel about the novel, film, book, or play. List what did and did not appeal to you. Make comment on some of the features of the writing. The examples: what do you like about the artwork and why? And describe why you do or do not like the story or poem. Jadi poem itu puisi. Jadi Mbak pernah belajar tentang poem belum? Ada kelas poem nggak sebelumnya? Ada kelas tentang puisi di sini, mata kuliah tentang kayak gitu.
Nggak ada, Miss. Kita belum belajar soal puisi.
Oke. Mungkin nanti semester selanjutnya ada mata kuliah tentang itu. Selanjutnya review. The purpose of review is summarizes, analyzes, assess the appeal of a novel, play, or film to a broader audience. Jadi review itu, for example, you watch a movie, then you give your idea, you share your idea about the movie. That's a review. So the features, it describes how features, for example, the characters, the plot, the language, the features, humor. Contohnya adalah commentary on the film, play, book. Sebenarnya ketika when you share your reading story every week, it also called review. Itu bisa disebut juga review. Tapi mungkin ada short review, long review. Ada review yang pendek dan review yang panjang. Jadi ketika mbak-mbak tadi membagikan, misalnya habis baca buku ini, habis baca artikel ini, itu sebenarnya juga review. Dan the last one of literary text is narrative. The purpose of narrative is tells a story using a series of events. Jadi naratif itu menceritakan cerita yang berkelanjutan. The features are the scenes is set in a time and place and characters are introduced and usually has a problem that is addressed and also may contain a message for the reader. Biasanya naratif itu punya pesan untuk pembaca. The examples are pictures book, cartoons, mystery, fantasy, adventure, science fiction, historical fiction, fairy tales, myth, legends, fables, plays. Jadi dalam semua cerita-cerita, bahkan komik, novel, apapun tipe novelnya, itu termasuk naratif. Jadi yang paling gampang diingat, apa membedakan naratif dan recount adalah kalau naratif itu ada konfliknya. Recount itu hanya menceritakan ulang. Misalnya bedanya kayak gini. Jadi kalau di recount itu misalkan last week I went to Mount Bromo, I went there with my families, and I stayed there for 2 weeks. Jadi itu recount, menceritakan. Nah, kalau naratif itu nanti ada 2 tipe sebenarnya. Ada yang faktual dan ada literary. Nah, biasanya yang sering keluar itu yang literary. Jadi yang menceritakan kisah-kisah kita kayak Timun Mas, Cinderella, Snow White. Itu kan mereka tuh mengkisahkan sesuatu, terus kemudian nanti dalam karakter itu akan ada konflik antar karakter. Nah, itu contohnya naratif. Oke, sekarang ini ada teks khusus membahas tentang naratif. Slide ke-8 ya. Narrative text. Narrative are accounts of past events, either real or fictional. Sebenarnya, secara teks asli, naratif itu baik menceritakan bisa kisah nyata ataupun tidak nyata. Tapi, ini kelemahannya, kalau soal anak-anak SMA, jadi kita perlu tahu dulu ya, kalau kondisi di Indonesia itu, kalau soal-soal naratif itu pasti ceritanya yang fiksi. Padahal sebenarnya naratif itu, cerita real pun juga bisa masuk naratif. Jadi, kalau bisanya secara sederhana, anak-anak SMA itu cara menghafalkannya, kalau recount sama naratif itu sama-sama menggunakan past tense. Tapi kalau recount itu menceritakan kisah pengalaman, kalau naratif itu menceritakan tentang kisah-kisah dongeng. Padahal, faktanya, naratif itu menceritakan juga memang keduanya, both of them are explained about past stories. But the difference is there is a conflict between the characters in narrative text. Jadi ada konflik pokoknya kalau di naratif itu pasti ada konflik. A narrative essay which tell about real incident must have a clearly defined setting, characters, plot, and point of view. Point of view itu apa? Sudut pandang. Jadi penulis menggunakan sudut pandang pertama, I, atau sudut pandang orang ketiga, he. Bisa tak membedakan sudut pandang, Mbak? Jadi saya coba jelaskan ya. Jadi kalau sudut pandang itu, misalnya nih kalau sudut pandang pertama menjadi cerita, pagi ini aku begitu bahagia, aku bangun pagi, kemudian aku pergi piknik. Nah, ketika menggunakan kata aku, itu berarti sudut pandang orang pertama. Tapi kalau menggunakan sudut pandang orang ketiga, pagi ini Santi bangun pagi-pagi. Dan setelah bangun, dia pergi bersama keluarganya. Nah, karena menggunakan kata Santi berarti orang ketiga. Ya, selanjutnya, it must include an introduction, climax, and a conclusion. The author's purpose in writing a narrative essay is to communicate an important lesson learned during a story, such as the importance of knowing how to swim when the author nearly drowned. Misalnya, jadi tujuannya dari komunikatif kompetensinya dari itu adalah membagikan pengalaman-pengalamannya penulis. Contohnya, penulis membagikan pentingnya cara berenang ketika dia hampir tenggelam. Nah, oke, slide 9. Expository text. The purpose of an expository text is to give information about a specific topic. It is not storytelling, but a straightforward discussion of topic. Jadi expository itu penjelasan. Ini bukan menceritakan, tapi ini mendiskusikan. Contohnya, such a population increase in New England. Misalnya, meningkatnya jumlah penduduk di Inggris. The reason behind and its effect, alasannya dan dampaknya. According to Professor Arnetta F. Paul of Stanford University, the author of an expository text can assume that the reader has a prior knowledge of the topic. Therefore, the writer must use plain language and easy to follow structure. Jadi, kalau dalam expository itu, ada orang berpendapat bahwa tidak perlu menggunakan background knowledge yang dalam. Background knowledge itu seperti yang as we previously discussed, background knowledge itu latar belakang, jadi kemampuan pengetahuan kita. So when we read something and we already gain the background knowledge, we can connect and we can also we can connect every single information in our experience. Jadi kita bisa menghubungkan setiap informasi ke pengalaman kita because we have the background knowledge. Next, PowerPoint ke-10, technical text. The author of technical text also has the purpose of explaining a specific topic, but a technical text language and structure distinguish it from an expository text. A technical text contains specific terminology to address the text issues and avoids colloquial terms, humor, and critical language. Masih ingat pertemuan pertama on the first meeting I introduced you colloquial language. Colloquial language itu kalau lupa nanti dilihat ya di YouTube, rekaman YouTube yang video pertama. Saya sudah menyampaikan colloquial itu kalimat-kalimat yang umum digunakan. Jadi biasanya technical text itu tidak menggunakan bahasa-bahasa yang umum, tapi menggunakan bahasa-bahasa yang scientific. In addition, figure terms and figurative language have no place in a technical text, in which authors use few, if any, interrogative sentences, sentences that are questions, and imperative sentences, sentences that are commands. Jadi menggunakan kalimat-kalimat yang jelas dan tulisnya perintah technical. Jadi hampir sama seperti procedures. Kalau procedures itu bisa masih menggunakan bahasa-bahasa umum, is common language, tapi technical itu enggak. Misalnya nih, ketika orientasi untuk melakukan penelitian. Nah, biasanya bahasa-bahasanya itu menggunakan technical text. Atau nanti when you read a journal, it usually use technical word, technical terms. Jadi ketika menulis jurnal, masih ingat? Ini bukan jurnal akuntansi ya. Jurnal yang dulu saya bagikan, salah satu yang saya tunjukkan ketika kita pertemuan. Jadi, saya juga sudah upload jurnal. Nanti bisa dibuka-buka lagi di grup. Selanjutnya, the last 11th PowerPoint, persuasive text. The author of persuasive text tries to convince the audience of the validity of the author's opinion. Jadi, teks persuasif itu mengajak, dia berusaha meyakinkan pembaca tentang kevalidan dari pendapatnya. This type of text can employ a number of different persuasive methods. This technique include the use of rhetorical questions, repetition, emotive language, exaggeration, kadang menggunakan exaggerate itu memperbesar-besarkan, addressing the readers directly, langsung mengarah ke pembaca, and using fact as a means of backing up a point. The writer must mention the issues clearly and must express an opinion on it explicitly. Jadi, biasanya persuasive text itu penulis itu menjelaskan dengan gamblang pendapat-pendapatnya. Nah, jadi berikut penjelasan tentang berbagai macam gaya penulisan. Selanjutnya, kita akan membahas soal-soal teks ya.